So we are essentially inside of one of the rooms of the main keep on Skyreach Castle. You all have just seen the Black Dragon Wyrmspeaker Rezmir wearing her purple robes as she is approached. And I believe the last statement made to her was, "New loyalists, come to join the family." And it's time to roll initiative. Yeah, it may be too early to call for initiative in particular. You guys are suspicious as fuck, but we'll still keep it going though. She's going to look back to you all. You don't seem to belong here.
Just really quick, broke down the door, didn't we?
Yeah, I kind of drew a door in there that shows it kind of broken off the hinges, but it's just kind of swung open how it kind of looks. I didn't have the artistic skill to actually make a broken door. But Doc and Verthus had to team up to break down the door. Not necessarily had to, but it was an extremely strong door. I think Verthus hit it pretty hard, and it did not bust open the first time. And I think the second time he got a 25 or something once he had advantage.
Something like that. However, she's like, her first thing after we break open, you don't belong here.
Well, she actually said, somewhat calmly, "And you are?" To which Harp replied, "New loyalists, come to join the family." And that's where the "you don't belong here" would have been.
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to find her right away.
It's a pretty well planned dungeon. She's pretty much easily found to be the first person. Somebody was like, "We'll hide her in plain sight." I think I added it to the actual notes under the character handouts because I actually switched up the maps so they would actually be properly sized. Which, for instance...
Yeah,
I mean, that's all fine and good, but you all have already gone far enough. Giving it a little bit of an option where it's not strictly combat, but it's going to combat.
Oh, are we out of turn order right now where we can just interact or whatever?
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's my apologies. I shouldn't have taken it to initiative that quickly, but you guys are going to combat with this person.
Okay, if I could say a couple things. Apologize for our imposition. They sent us down here to take a look at this broken door.
Of that.
She's shooting at you. A 23 to hit.
Oh, me? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna do 11 acid damage to you.
It burns us.
And now we will go to initiative.
A damn stall technique didn't work. I was 57 seconds away from finding out some about Rezmir.
What's the dexterity you've got for Hark? Word. Does everybody see where you are on this map? This is a freaking massive map. I just wanted to
Finally
make
found
sure.
us. Not all
Gotcha.
the way.
Yeah, like, I think 10% probably gives you, like, an actual view of the whole map because it is so huge. I think when I told you last time we played, Teresa, when you asked, like, if this was a good measurement, I was still at 2/3 size. And it's like 300-something feet wide between the castle walls. My bad, 530, and I think I had it at like 300-something feet.
What is the name of this castle again? Is it Skyreach?
It is indeed. All right, so did Teresa roll one? Yeah, 11. So I meant to ask if we could use Vicious today before Jamie left, and I forgot to. I don't know if there's a simple way to give somebody access to D&D Beyond in order to play her character. So, for what it's worth, I am going to roll for her to have initiative, and I'd like you all to kind of work as a team to make choices for her to do. And hopefully we don't kill her.
You actually private messaged me and asked that I use her as an acid shield if situations should come up. I don't know if that's going to be relevant or
That will probably come up.
not.
Acid shield, check. So I'll roll her initiative here, and then we'll get everything set here where you guys can basically, for her turns, kind of decide what she would do.
Oh, never mind. I'm rereading it, and it actually said, "Don't use as a shield, ass." That's not what I thought it was.
Doesn't mean that we can't do it.
Acid, pretty much the same thing. All right, so as she blasts stock with acid, we'll go to Hark. What would you like to do?
Like I'm not.
You can move twice as far with haste. Can you actually post haste for them to see?
And it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna move right here.
A few things are a problem once you're hasted.
Yeah, and I'm gonna with haste ward that I can attack more.
You get one extra attack action.
Well, I'm gonna hit it with my quarterstaff.
Nine's going to be a big ol' miss as you swing, and she just kind of ducks a little bit to the side.
Try again.
That looks
Definitely
like a whole lot of bullshit right there as you crit on her, finding her face as she moves to the side.
I'm gonna try to apply a stunning strike to her.
Roll the damage first.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Oh wait, my bad. It automatically rolls the damage. 6 damage. Wisdom 13 on your stunning strike.
No, con.
Con 13 also doesn't seem to affect her.
Same thing again.
She
I
kind
think
of ducks to the side a little bit again.
here goes the thing, and for the last chance, 14 to hit.
Right as you're about to chin her with the next blast from your staff, she's going to pop up a little blast of black energy in between you and her, and you see as your staff just plinks off of this energy in between the two of you.
Well, afterwards, as I miss her, pull back my staff and try to hit her with my bare fist.
Another successful hit with a crit.
Oh, try this down again.
Once again, she does not seem to be affected.
That would be the end of my turn then.
Alrighty, so that will go to Vicious. What would you all like or expect Jamie to do here?
Definitely bonus action rage.
Wait, is she even in range? The haste was on me and Docker.
It was indeed.
I believe it wouldn't be a good idea to rage right now, or
We got 1 and 1. What do the other 3 of you think? Other 2 of you. Yeah, 3.
I think she would typically rage and then throw her javelin. I mean, like, based on what she normally does, get as close as possible and throw the javelin. The rage lasts for 10 rounds of combat, so.
oh yeah, I forgot the javelin. I only had the melee combo.
Solid. Damn. So, what's that? 6, 7, 10, and 12 damage. And then I think your drool distance is about that 15 foot. Storm Aura is 10. Could she have gotten to 10? Yeah, I think she. Bam! Damn near max damage all around there. So she's doing 10, 12, 18 damage. Then it will go to Surat.
Far into the room. I know.
I think she got it a while ago, but barbarians have the extra 10 foot, so she's actually got a 40-foot move.
I'm gonna assume that Berthus is the sort to charge in also. I'll give you resistance to acid. And then I was gonna do it so far. I can't get back. And then I'll do level 1 healing shock. Are we all still carrying damage from before?
I think you all are actually fresh right now. I think you should be.
Yeah, we took that rest so we could get to know Hark right before we got on the Wyverns.
Right. Okay, good.
So we'll go to Verthus.
Oh, real quick, how much did you heal with that? Oh, word. Okay.
From this position, I swing with my glaive. Am I going to hit Hadar?
If you roll a 1. If you roll to hit somebody who's in melee with somebody else, you always have a chance to hit them. If Doc rolls to shoot an arrow, anybody who's even remotely in line is in line to get hit by him. But it's only on ones.
Fair enough. I'm gonna do a bonus action, a vow of enmity, on Rezmir. Then I am going to take an attack action against with if I successfully hit, I'm probably going to
23 will hit.
Alright, let me damage. Then I'm going to smite. I'm going to start off with a second level spell.
I believe that's 3d8.
In DB. I rolled it, but 10 and 2, so that's there. Alright, going to swing again with my glaive.
.22 as well will hit.
And then I'm going to use a first level spell slot. And I am going to end my turn.
At the end of Yeah, I think in response to getting hit by Verthis, she is going to swing out with her sword and strike out at... She's going to go towards... Oh yeah, I guess it's got to be a response. You go towards Verthis. A 2 is going to be a miss with a 11 to hit. And she's going to disengage. I believe... Do you have Sentinel on Verthis? I think you get a strike at somebody who disengages.
I do not have sense. I only get the op attack enter.
Okay, I got you. I was doing it the wrong. And then at the end of your turn, her scales are going to start to drip with a black, like, mucus that starts to react with the air, and this room is going to fill up with smoke. Oh, those are tiny. I didn't size them. My bad. I think that's about the right size. So everybody inside of the smoke is blinded. Any light is snuffed out. So I believe that whole torch tripod there will just go dark. So this room itself will go dark with a little bit of light coming in from the door from behind Doc there. And then it's going to go to Doc.
Okay, I have 2 questions. How does the smoke work for like people that are not inside the smoke?
You're effectively blinded to anything inside, so attacks inside or from outside, you're essentially at disadvantage for being blinded.
So
Yeah.
wait, like, I like see a target and then attack at disadvantage?
You're effectively attacking blind, so it's the same way as being blinded. It's just disadvantage, though.
Okay, I got you. And then just to double check, was I not supposed to get a round of combat already?
Effectively, like, it started on Rezmir's turn, with how things went. It wasn't like a surprise, it was just on her initiative. So yeah, it kind of skipped you for rolling above her.
Gotcha. Okay, so this round I will get to you, correct?
Yep, you are in fact hasted.
Okay, cool. And then 2 more questions. Did we notice any kind of like weapon or equipment holding?
She has a great sword. Other than that, she seems to be rather simply attired in just her black robes.
Okay, and then directly north, where it's like kind of like that kind of like jagged, sketchy darkness. Is that a wall right there, or?
I think they were meant to be curtains. That's how I played it. Like that she was kind of walking out from the curtain, and then there's a curtain that blocks off. I already kind of said it last time. I think that there was a stair to the north of you, like a stairwell.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and out my bow, or actually, I guess I'll just have my bow out and then shoot her. So it's a disadvantage, so it would be a 7.
Yep, they are disadvantaged, so miss on the first. Seven will miss. 17 Yeah, let's see. I think she's gonna shield again. And again, like, you won't actually see it, but you just hear like a little bit of like the sound of that same spell that she cast, as again she raises a shield in front of her, and it seems to deflect, and you hear the arrow kind of plink across the ground, directly where you were aiming.
That's affirmative. And then I'm just gonna move.
Oh wait, you still have, what is it? I think one more arrow.
I get 2 shots normally, and then I get 1 from haste, right?
Yeah, but it's in another attack action, so you get those 2 attacks from the haste. Like, if you had 3 attacks per action, you could get 3 and then 3 more.
I don't want to argue with you because I would love to take an additional attack, but I'm 99% sure it says the action can be used only to take the attack, 1 weapon attack action, or 1 weapon action, 1 weapon attack only. I believe you can literally only attack 1 time, even if you have multiple attacks with it. Obviously, it's up to you. I'll take a free attack, but just reading the thing and then however I've seen it before.
Oh, I got you, that it doesn't actually give you the bonus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you literally just had a single like attack.
Word. That makes sense. So, any bonus from you?
Can I bonus action light up a cigarette?
It certainly light up a cigarette.
Matter of fact, if you don't mind, I think I'll have 2. And then I'm gonna do. So I have double. I'm just gonna move over to like this area, and like when I touch the curtain or whatever, can I see like what's behind it? Can I kind of like peep it? All right, cool. I'm actually gonna go just.
Yeah, so you can definitely slide that curtain away. And let's see, that stairway would just lead up from here.
Okay, I got you. All right, perfect. I'm just gonna like go over there, kind of peep that stairwell, and then I'm just gonna run straight back and door right. Yeah, right there.
All right, the first Drake is going to move up into Hadar, and as it opens its mouth, a black and green cloud of smoke starts to kind of tumble out of its mouth, sticking a little bit closer to the ground, but it starts to just like writhe forward as if it's like a living smoke. And I need Constitution saves from Verthus and Hadar and Vicious. Con 15, I believe, on those. Con 16.
So after this save, I go ahead and swing my op attack.
Oh, you can definitely swing the op. Yep. So, Hadar, you've got the 16, because right now you're saving, your aura is a +2 with Verthus. I think all 3 of you are going to save. 17. 17 just hits as you plink like into the armor, and then just kind of like get it just under the armor as you like almost lift the scale. And then it is going to take a tail swipe at Hadar with a not a 20. Yeah, 20 to hit. Should hit you, Hadar, and it will do 9, 14 bludgeoning damage, and I need a dexterity save from you versus prone.
Dexterity?
Dexterity save. Yep, so you're able to jump over the tail, or not actually fall from the tail, really. The next one's going to do the same, so the three of you, con save. And then again, it's going to swing towards Hadar with a 19 to hit, doing 16 damage bludgeoning, and another dexterity save to dodge the prone.
Sorry, I believe you're right. This was the second time I got damage. Yeah, I forgot to write down the. Still have in mind how much it was, or should I just? Double
I
damage.
think the first one was 16, or the second one was 16. I think the first one was 13.
Subtract 13 right now.
All right, and then the actual breaths. So the first one is 8, 11, 15. So you all will take 7 from the first, and I think you both pass the second one, which will be 13, 16, 19. So you'll take 7 and 9. So 16 total acid from their breaths. And Vicious will take the full of that second one. She'll take the 25. And then it's going to go to Rezmir.
So the 16 was after the saves?
Correct. That was the halves of the two.
But then I take 8 because...
Yep, you've got the extra Riz.
Got it.
Wait a second, you would take 3 and then 4, so you actually take 7.
Got it.
Alrighty. Rezmir is going to breathe her dragon fire straight to the north of her through Vicious and Berthus. And that is a con 14 for the two of you, first half. So Vicious will fail with the 13. And that one's going to be for 32. Berthus, will you do one more con save, please? I'm going to use her inspiration so she doesn't go down, because that's inadvertent and she still rolls a 4. Let's do it with her actual computer. There we go. That's a success. That'll keep her up.
She's getting the benefit of my aura, right?
Yep. She was
Okay.
just the 11 is a +2, and it's a DC 15 from Rezmir. And then the great sword swipe is going to be at 1. She can't see Hark. Let's see. I think Verthus did the most damage to her. She's going to move kind of up behind and strike into Verthus. An 8 + 9, 17 to hit Verthus.
17 meets.
And she's going to do 8 damage to you. And I need a con 15 save from you. Slight difference in that 8 damage, so just that save's good. And then it's going to go to Hark. It's simply a disadvantage. Roll a d6 to determine who, and another d20. So on Vicious. Oh, that was a d6. That'll be Verthus. And a 1 will not hit.
Look. Let me just double check. There's nothing else I can do. No, because I can't break con. Back I go.
And it's going to go back to Hadar.
Sorry, I'm here. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to attack the dragon.
So you will still be in disadvantage where you're at here. There's basically total darkness in that part of the room. It's not the magical darkness, but it's still disadvantaged.
Well, I'm still gonna try.
Yeah, I think just for them being obscured, it's still going to end up being disadvantaged, is why I say that, Teresa. 9's going to be a miss. 14 will miss them as well. And then you've got one more quarterstaff.
Wait, haste is only for 1 turn?
Well, that's what Doc was saying, is that it's only for a single attack. It's not actually for a whole attack action. But a 20 will hit, doing 12 damage to. And then you've got your bonus action. Or if you'd like to try to stunning strike it.
Stunning strike it. Wait,
Is that a
oh,
wait?
yeah.
No, you're not.
No, if it's only the haste for 1 turn.
No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
hasted. You're still hasted. It's for a full minute. Actually, haste might even be 10 minutes. Not entirely sure on that one.
Well, then, try to stunning strike. You have 13.
It seems to freeze as its muscles tense up.
Then I'm gonna try to hit it again. A bonus action. Gonna pop a flurry of blows.
Uh, 14 is a miss. These are just straight attacks right now.
Yeah, because the disadvantage and the advantage cancel each other out there.
Yep. And a 24 hits.
The end of my turn.
What would y'all like to do with Vicious?
Just
Oh,
How many hits?
would it be possible if I'm over here?
She's severely injured. Oh man, that's such a weird situation. She's at 10 hit points.
I feel like she often pulls this stuff out at me too. Action all out. Very hurt.
Yeah.
Here, but being
Kind of a bait.
Yeah, I feel like she would. I was gonna say killer skit, but I don't think she's that in a race. I think she gotta go like reckless with the ball. And she can't risk leaving combat to go
Yeah.
attack with breaks, and I don't think that would be in character for rage. So I think she would go reckless on Rezmir.
Does that sound good for everyone?
I'm also not 100% sure how barbarians work. So I do think she would just keep on fighting though.
Yeah, and she's so close to death, it doesn't make much sense not to go reckless, especially because like all the stuff they were attacking is like con save stuff. It's not like just straight melee. And I don't think she would try to like leave combat and risk getting opportunity attacked. So if she recklesses, she gets like a straight up attack instead of just
Being blinded, it will even out the actual attacks for her, and she's already at advantage to be hit.
Also, because she's an orc, back at one, she
That's
gets
true.
hit down. I mean, she'll can pop back up. Try again.
So she'll go with the straight roll, going reckless against Rezmir. 26 will hit. And the next one with a crit.
go.
So she will do... Oh wait, why did the first one not actually do her rage? Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, what, +2?
Oh wait, that's not a D6 though. What is that there? Is that going for her Storm Aura? That's 6 after her crit? Is the rage bonus always +2? I thought it was weird that it was +3, but I thought it might have leveled up.
What it is it's the orcs when they crit, they get an extra damage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened last time. I guess that was the crit, so it would actually be 4 more rage damage from last turn as well. So she'll do 10, 22, so 32, and then 34 total on that one. So because I'm playing Vicious right now, do one of you want to roll a d20 for me to see if Rezmir survives? She is severely fucked up right now. So first d20. She will survive through the damage, but she is definitely fucked up right now. And it is going to go to Sarad.
Before we go to surround real quick, I fucked up. Is she still standing?
She is indeed, but you guys can't actually see.
I can.
You have blind sight. You can't see. You know where she is, but you can't see how healthy she looks.
Okay.
It's not vision. It's a sense. You have like tremor sense, essentially.
Oh no, just kidding. The opposite of that.
Actually, before we go to Sarad, she's actually going to take a legendary reaction and strike out at Vicious. A 6-15 that will match. And she'll do 7-11 damage, which will actually drop Vicious, and then she will get back up at 1.
What for rolling?
Sorry, I was gonna lock it, but I didn't think that. Saving my natural combat over.
Try. I mean, the cloud is that basically darkness?
It's magical darkness, but yes.
It's magical. Okay, so if I have dispel magic, could I get rid of it?
You can certainly try.
I'm just gonna cast it at 4th.
4th level, yeah, you can definitely dispel. You couldn't see it. You've hidden yourself out of the room. I think at the end of Sarad's turn, she is going to feel like she's doing it regardless. She's going to do her magical darkness again. So another con save from Verthus and Vicious. I think both of those are good. First half damage, it'll be 2 acid damage. And then it's gonna go to that one's actually gonna drop Vicious though. And then it's gonna go to Verthus.
All right. I'll let you adjudicate it. I do have blind fighting. I do have advantage Valve Enmity on my rolling.
You will have your advantage. I don't know why you say it like that, Teddy. You're saying it like I'm your opponent. I am just trying to rule things. I'm trying to make things entertaining, and this blind character was created for you to excel with blind fighting. It's not meant to fuck over the group. It's meant to let your character shine here.
So, said it like that.
It
Does this-
sounds like you were pissed off and you think of me as your enemy. I am trying to make a fun scenario for you guys to have a challenging battle.
I get that. I haven't used it. I'm seeing. So, swinging.
.26 will hit.
Is she still up after this?
She seems to be, yes.
Alright, then I'll swing.
A 20 will hit.
I'll use my bonus action.
Uh, 21 will hit.
Of 19 points.
Roll a d20 for me. She seems to hold on and she is still standing. What was that question there?
But it's not my turn.
Well, no, but
I
like,
had
are
the
you
same
asking like as a player, or are you asking at like? Okay, if that was meant to be in character, then
Yeah, as a player. Genuinely.
so it's gonna go to Doc.
Okay, great. So let me ask you this: is like, okay, for instance, let's say hypothetically, what do I need to do to pick Vicious up, and will it be affected by the smoke cloud?
I think 5e has absolute shit rules for obscured targets and blindness. For what it's worth, I would say a perception check at disadvantage to understand what happened inside of there. And if you pass it, you're essentially able to get to her and help her with no other kind of checks to it.
Okay, I got you. So Doc hearing the loud thump that he recognizes as Vicious hitting the floor. I'm gonna go 20.
Well, no, do the perception at disadvantage.
Oh, I got you.
And that's to whether you understand what happened. Yeah, I would say it's more likely that you don't actually recognize that that is Vicious who hit the floor.
Okay, can I use a luck on that then?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Roll a d20 and add 3. Yeah, so
13.
I think that's sufficient enough. You're picking between a 4 or a 13.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna take the 13, recognizing obviously that was Vicious. I want to run up, and then I'm going to use a superiority die. And I would like to fainting attack on Rezmir for my bonus action.
What was the fainting attack?
You can expend one superiority die as a bonus action and add it to the total damage, and then it gives me advantage on my next attack roll against her.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I used 20 now. I want to use. What do I need to do? An action to try to pick Vicious up, a strength check or something?
You don't actually need a check for it. Your movements halved to move with her. Yeah, I think vaguely like a grapple, so it would take like your action to kind of pick her. But yeah, you can move away with her at like half movement.
I will use my haste action if I could. To pick her up, and then that would be 20 to where I moved already. And then I'm gonna leave Rezmir's range.
She is going to strike out at you with a 24 to hit, and she will do 5, 9 slashing to you.
And that should be 60 to where I'm at right there. If I could pull Vicious that far.
Make a con 15 save for me. Was that at the 22? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Assuming that passes then.
Yeah.
And then Doc will just yell out to Rezmir. I think it's about time for you to drop. And I'm going to attack her with the bow. I'm going to use a luck point on that one.
Sure you don't want to kill somebody?
Oh, it wouldn't actually be disadvantage. I have advantage. So it would be the 9, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. But a 9 is a miss. And you would pretty well know that at this point. Still gonna
I'll
whiff.
keep the 9, I guess. So, okay, wait. But before you tell me, well, no, okay, yeah. So that was the first attack. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack one more time then. That bonus superiority die is gone though. It only counts if I hit the next. And then I'm gonna attack one more time.
Oh, okay, for the feint.
Yeah, of course I get 7, so that's a no go. And then I will go ahead and I'm gonna double hit my 2 cigarettes as hard as I can. An action surge.
Get another attack to action so because I
No, it just gives me I think 2 more actions. Regular attack, I think.
Yeah, I
so
don't see any
I'm-
reason haste would stack with action surge.
Nah, it'd be too powerful. So I'm just gonna try to shoot her again. I guess I'm gonna do a luck point on that one too.
Wait, isn't that all of your luck? Down? Oh no, that was just the 2.
Yeah, that was just my second one right there. And then I'm gonna do one more attack.
have me blow on your dice or something.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Rose in the chat.
Well, that was what cursed you in the first place. I did it right. You're looking. I look anywhere near.
I'm gonna do just regular, not sharpshooter. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a superiority die and try to actually hit.
I think once again you're going to hear as there's like a little bit of a whirl, and your arrow seems to drop to the ground.
Oh, that should be a miss. It was a 12.
I would go to a 14.
Go to 14.
Yep, she's not wearing armor. She cast shield.
Oh, okay, my bad.
She cast shield and she is severely fucked up right now. She can't let anything through that she doesn't have to. So the first Drake is going to go against Hadar. It's gonna get its breath back. I think. Yeah, I think it can just get to where it's got I can't actually like drop it because of naming it a character. But it can just get to Verthus and Hadar. So con saves from the two of you, please. Con 16 on the Drakes. Yeah, con 16. So Hadar, well, each of you will effectively take half with this. It was 18, so 9 acid damage. And then it's going to swipe at Hadar with its tail. And I believe that will miss with a 12.
Well, I'm down already. So it doesn't need to hit me anymore.
And let's see about her breath. Yes. And she's just going to draw a line through Verthus and Doc. And Vicious. And I need a con 15 from the three of you, please. So Doc passes, Verthus passes.
Wait, why do I pass?
Oh wait, no, you are far. It's 15 feet on your Paladin aura?
1 moment.
I think I'm outside because I don't think it boosts to a higher level. Right though, go to.
I think it's 15 right now. That's my bad. You will fail. So 10, 20 damage. So Verthus will take half. He'll take 10. Vicious will lose a death saving throw, and then Doc will take 20.
It is 10 feet.
10. Word.
Affirmative.
And then she's going to attack with her great sword. A 21 should hit Verthus. Another con save from you, Verthus. Con 15. And it's going to be 12 slashing. And that will be a pass. It's going to go to Hark. She is not.
Nice vicious.
You have something that you're doing that with, or you're just doing a medicine check?
I do.
Wait a second. Didn't you all just get healing potions? I feel like it might be viable that that was not an OFA potion.
Or if that's the case,
Does anybody remember? Like, should he have a healing potion from this
Oh
group?
yeah, we absolutely all did.
Not lying, because that sounded like a whole
I
lot
have
of
no
bullshit right
idea.
there. If you ever intend to lie to somebody, I don't believe that's the way to say it.
I personally
I
Alright,
don't
yeah,
think we
I-
ever got healing potions.
just a medicine check then. That's going to be a big old not stabilized.
go to stabilizer, but accidentally next to him. Isn't some little firebolt.
I think it's 2 sorceries to quicken. At disadvantage, firebolting into Rezmir.
Yep, that's fine.
.24 is definitely going to hit.
Nice.
Damage.
No need for a roll. You hear a little bit of a thump, and then you hear like the sizzle of acid.
I hope that wasn't the fat one.
And it's going to go to Hadar for a death saving throw.
Should I roll it only to you?
Yeah, if you can switch over to Whisper without taking too much time, that would be great. But otherwise, this is, besides the actual drakes, this is pretty well taken care of there. You guys hear Hadar choking from the back of the room. And it's going to go to Vicious. There's no reason for me to whisper it to me. She kind of like gasps for a little bit of air. Oh, actually, yeah, +2 wouldn't have mattered. But you are within 10 for his paladin aura on the death save. And then it's going to go to Sarad. The actual, like, sponson on the tripod is burning. That room is fully lit up now.
Death.
It's so bad. I'm going to cast Care of Healing.
What is that, 5 targets? Or it's
Think so,
that
yeah.
much? Okay. So Doc, you cannot heal 9 wounds, and Verthus, you cannot heal 20 wounds. But everything else inside of that 21 healing you can take.
Affirmative.
Wait a second, say that again. I cannot heal.
20 of the damage that you took cannot be healed by that magic that she just cast. So depending on how much you need, like if you were missing 41 hit points, it's not a problem. Take that 21 healing. But if you were missing 22 hit points, she only healed you for 1. Or wait, she only healed you for 2. I said it wrong
Gotcha.
regardless, but 20 of the damage that you took cannot be healed. Mechanically, Rezmir has a sword of wounding, and you now feel it. Oh, speaking of, who was in that outside room? Doc, Hark, and Sarad. Roll perception checks for me.
Oh, we'll just assume I rolled another one.
Sarad and Hark, from the room behind you to the west, you actually hear like a little bit of like a whirling, like a right about when Rezmir died, and you hear her sword drop to the ground and the acid.
I mean,
So after the actual prayer of healing, I think it's just on Verthus.
Now that the smoke cloud's gone, could we tell is Earth is pretty fucked up still? How are you looking right
I mean, when you look at me, I'm not bleeding profusely. How about that?
Are you missing any scales?
Sure.
Now that's fucking teamwork.
Right. So Hadar kind of like in this radius that so it's not gurgling on the ground, right?
I think his last breath was indeed like choking, gurgling.
All right. So I mean, I'm gonna move close to Hadar. I mean, you know, I just got healed. I was just curious if he also got.
Teresa, prayer of healing. Can you actually
Yeah.
post the language of it?
sure.
If you click the actual name, you can post the spell.
Yeah. What is the range?
It's 30 feet. So yeah, she's within range that he should be up with 21 hit points.
Well, he hasn't stood up, right? He's still on the ground, right?
Yeah, but he's alive.
Okay, so I don't see him gurgling anymore. That kind of changes what I do next. If he was still like choking, I probably would have stopped and then my action do. All right, cool. Now I also remember icon is the creature to my immediate west is no longer frozen.
Yeah, on Hadar's turn, it would have been able to move. It was unstunned.
Okay. Then I'm going to swing at the one to my immediate west.
Okay. 24 hits.
Again.
Uh, 23 will hit.
Bonus action.
And an 18 will also hit.
Ignore that. I think that 31 points of slashing. Well, 2 slashing and then the other one bludgeoning. And I end my turn.
On to Doc.
Okay. So is stabilizing an action? Is that right? Oh wait, is Vicious okay now?
Yeah, Vicious would be up as well.
Okay, yeah, sorry, you psyched me out. Alright, I'll attack Vicious. Oh wait, no. I'll
Yes, do it.
attack
Do it. Do it now.
I'll attack the Drake. I got smoke in my eyes. I don't know who's on my team.
Somebody died and it's not my fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the southernmost Drakes right there. I will do. Hey,
Yeah, the 10's a miss. A 23 will hit.
I'm gonna do a dice on that. I don't suppose they're like carrying Drakes, right?
They're carrying their badass sex appeal.
All right. Well, they have to roll a 14, drop their badass sex appeal.
It does not.
That's strength saving throw.
23 damage with the 23.
3. And how's that one looking? That southernmost.
It's looking healthy enough at this point. It doesn't look fucked up. The difference is now like their half hit points is essentially when they first start taking con saves, and it is not there.
Okay, I got you. So if Vicious is still laying on the ground, I'm going to gently run over top of her, kind of stepping on her bit.
Unarmed strike.
I said gently stepping on her. So more of a caress.
Unarmed strike with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to here, and then I will gonna not so gently poke the Drake like on the shoulder. I'm gonna do another superiority die. I'm gonna do the feint.
These have those same like black acidic like weeping scales that are almost like weeping like a mucus from them.
Okay, I'll just like poke it with an arrow, like not as an attack, but
Oh, you're good. That was more towards Teresa asking about the electric scales.
oh, I got you. Don't suppose you're gonna be loyal to your master in death, and then I'm gonna take a step back.
What was your actual poke? Oh, it was the feint maneuver. I got you.
Yeah, that was my feint.
It's gonna strike out at you with its tail.
Understood.
28 should hit you. I need a dexterity saving throw from you. Fall prone. Suffer.
Yeah, 28 definitely hits me.
And it's gonna do 12 bludgeoning damage to you. So you're gonna fall prone right there. Which I guess it's half your remaining movement to stand up, so I'm not really sure how much more movement you would have there. I think you
is
would
it
be
my
at
range?
45 to get there.
I used 40 to get there because it was 10 to move through the space with Vic.
Yeah, depending on how you diagonal, 40 sounds right enough.
Yeah, so I moved 40 to right here. And when I step away, I fall. So that's 45.
It swipes at you specifically as you try to step out of that 10-foot range, and that's where you would fall. Not at 5, at 10 feet.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's 45 to right there. So can I still stand up?
Yeah, I don't think prone says whether it takes half of your movement or half of your movement that you have remaining. So I think half that you have remaining sounds good enough.
10 more to stand up, and then I'll move 5 right here. And I will shoot it. Probably roll 3 1s if I can pull this off. Or 2 1s if I can.
Advantage to kill Hadar.
If I roll 2 1s, can I hit both of them with this? I want to know ahead of time.
Like pierce the acid maw. Fucking crit.
Hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and that 3 damage gets added onto it and doubled as well. So it should be a total right now of 28 plus 6. So it should be a 34-point damage right there.
Yeah, technically it's set up so the doubling is rolling another die. So roll another d8. You can technically roll lower, but you can also roll higher. Excellent.
I like my odds, but I knew it was gonna.
So 32 damage.
Yeah, and then you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and the last superiority, and I'm gonna do my drop attack again and see if I can get it to drop its swagger. Dear God! So another 4 damage on.
Oh, wait. If you're doing that drop attack, it would be another d8, not just doubling the 2. So 5 more.
Hey, look at that!
Roll a d20. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, well, I just have a bonus action.
All right, yeah. Bonus action then? No.
Sorry.
It's the end of your turn. Once you're done attacking it, you see whether the creature dies. So if you want to attack it again, do you have anything to do with your bonus action?
I will, assuming that Shane smoked my cigarettes pretty thoroughly right now, not having a chance to like relight another one. I would like to just sort of like pull it into my mouth with my lip and kind of like chew it up for that extra little bonus.
Alrighty. It looks bloodied, and I'm going to keep that 18 because you keep smoking cigarettes, and I can't actually kill you with them.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I would keep the roll regardless.
I'm going to go for a bite on Vertus with a 20 to hit. It's going to do 8 piercing damage. And then who rolls d4s? 6 acid damage. So you'll take 3 acid damage as it bites into you, and then it's going to swipe at you with its tail and miss with an 11. The next one is going to go for no breath, attacking. I think it's going to do the maw on Hadar with a 18 to hit. It's going to do 6, 11 piercing, and then 10 acid, which I think is just enough to drop you back unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh shit, those are at advantage too. That doesn't help. And the tail doesn't help. Bam, bam. That will go to Hark. I think they also are crits, but what would you like to do, Hark? The one south of Hadar, west of Verthis, visually looks fucked up. $22 hits. Roll a d20. Fights on, and it's gonna go to Hadar. Back unconscious. Send a death save to me. +2. Hadar chokes on some blood. All right, so she's gonna stand up for 20, and I assume everybody would like Vicious to rage and get back into shit, throwing javelins this turn. I think she's got 5 rages right now, like 4 of them left. 4 rages, so she would have 2 left if she rages right now.
Javelins. Can't she run up there and smack that thing?
It's half her movement to stand, so she's going to be limited where she can get to. I think she can get like right behind Verthis.
Oh, I got you.
She did not get hasted. Four. Yeah, that's her movement, basically. She can get to there. And I think you guys know that they've got, if they get their breath. I think let's just rage her, stand her up, and she'll throw javelins from there. I think that probably makes the best sense. So at the wounded one, and I think this will be the end of her javelins as well. 13 is a miss, although she can go reckless here. Yeah, she'll go reckless. 16 also is a miss. 23 is a hit.
Reckless is only in combat.
It is only melee? Alright, so 11 is a miss there.
And also, is what's the range on her acid?
Her C thing?
Yeah, can she get
I think
up close
that's
enough?
10 feet. Well, what I was saying, though, is to keep her away from their acid, but it is 10 feet. So that's up to you all, whether you think it's better for her to be close now and risk them getting their breath, which they've not used recently, or her get closer and have that D6.
Asked, she, as death caused her to be cautious. I can't recall if that was a thing.
I don't know. That's a tough one, honestly, guys. Yeah.
I think that point.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do lightning to its target, as far as I can tell. It's only the creatures that are in between its target and it. So I didn't really see a point to using the magical javelin.
I was gonna say either drool or get out of the way after she throws the javelin.
But that's the point. All of her movement is to get up to Verthis. That's why I was saying I feel like she could stay back and not be near their breath.
Correct, and that's what I'm saying is if she just moves, stands up, throws a javelin, like over by the stairs, like way, so she's attacked.
Group decision and go.
I think defensive.
I can't say like, oh, glad your surgeon died though.
Yeah, I think defensive just because all we know is maximum 6 damage, and it's not worth like risking her just getting crushed.
I mean, also too, does she have any hand axes? Strength-based throw.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's strength based or reckless. Reckless is only in combat, in melee.
Yeah, she's still got hand axes too. She's out of javelins now. She'll have her hand axes, and then she's got the magical one if they're lined up. Yeah, there's no reason that she should ever use a heavy crossbow. So, on to Sarad.
Where I'm standing, hit the one in the back with.
I don't see why not. The one that is west of Verthus is the one that is fucked up, though. There's no limit on you being able to hit them. I'm just saying
I don't
the
know
one
what my line of sight is.
the one west of Verthus is the one that's fucked up, but you can hit the one that's north of him from anywhere that you'd like to.
I don't know. I'd like to hit the one in the west if he's more visible. And I'm gonna shout, what was that noise I heard? The other room. And then I'm gonna sacred flame him.
I feel like dexterity, your
Yeah.
DC is 14.
Right.
It's gonna pass, no damage.
Aw. Then I'll cast Healing Word on Hadar.
Hadar, take 12 hit points. I think you should also now have a level of exhaustion as well.
Alright, I'm going to continue to swing on the creature to the west. Uh,
11 is a miss. "15 will miss. And a 22 will hit.
And I'm going to use a first level spell slot on that butt-end attack. I'm not sure why that polearm is not clicking and doing damage. I'll just roll. All right, so ignore the attack roll there. That top one, let me click it to apply the damage. So the 5 will be to that first. So 15 total.
End of your turn.
Yep.
Roll a d20 for me. I like having the players roll to keep stuff alive. You guys are doing a great job. And it's going to go to Doc. Started doing that with the last dragon fight I had, and they took it all the way to the maximum hit points. It was beautiful.
All right, I will shoot this thing with my bow. The one that's directly north of me that everybody's been attacking for like 30 minutes. A smooth 17.
Swing and a miss. That's going to do it. How do you want to do this?
So obviously 5 in everything we've shot at it. So I'll like make eye contact with it. I'll say, I'm finished with. Going to be down by the creek, walking on water, and I'm going to shoot it directly in eye hole.
And I think you've got one more action and a bonus.
Yeah, so everybody's up right now, right? Like everything?
Yarp.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to shoot the one that's still alive right there with my last shot. Everybody duck. I'm not exactly on my game here. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Oh, of course. Then I will. So I can only maximum heal up 9 from my normal max, right?
Yeah, on some level, your maximum hit points is reduced by 9 right now.
By 9. Okay. All right. Bonus action. Do absolutely nothing at all.
You were thinking about second wind. I feel like do a wisdom check to see whether you do it, though. Because you shouldn't necessarily know the mechanics of it. You just know Sarad didn't heal you. But you don't know that, like, she healed for 21 and you missed it. If that makes sense.
Oh no. I'm still at 38 hit points. I have no reason. I always wait till I'm.
Alright. So the next Drake does not get its breath. It is going to attack 4 is Sarad. So it's going to move away from Hadar. Attack of opportunity, Hadar.
Oh, sure.
Have you had a chance to stand up? You took a turn, right? I feel like I removed it on your turn. So yeah, I think you're up. So it's not disadvantage or anything.
But I went down again. Down, and I only got healed by the rod. So I believe it would be still be
Okay,
lying.
so you are prone. I got you. Yeah, so attack at it at disadvantage. Oh, you can switch off a whisper, but a 17 does hit. Do you have key?
Oh yeah. Well, I have
Got a
still
chance if you'd like to stun it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stun. Gotta take my chances where I am alive.
And your DC is 13? It's got a 16, so it'll be good. And then, let's see, moving on there. It swings at Sarad with a 23 to hit. It's going to do monstrous piercing damage, 7 piercing damage. And then it will do 5 acid. And then as it tail swipes at her, I believe a 10 is going to miss, and by I believe it was a nat 1. And luckily, its friend is dead because it can't kill it for you guys. So total of 12 damage to you, Sarad, and it will go to Hark.
I've in the moment. Out in the moment.
20 will hit. And it will go to Hadar. So now half your movement to stand up. But you have double movement, so I think you'd have your normal movement now.
I mean, I'm still. Gonna jump over here. Try to hit the dog again.
I remember the days when those movement would have mattered because you would have tried to run away.
I don't see a good path to run away from you.
18 will hit with that first one for 12.
Try to stun. Oh wait, I'm not gonna try to.
And I'm going to tell you I rolled a 1 if you did.
Still not going.
It was a lie. It was 2 1s in a row. It was an 11.
But I'm gonna attack.
18 will hit. Biting into that back strap a little bit early. The 14 will whiff. Oh, wait a second. My bad. I feel like I saw the 18 again. So, yeah, the 14 misses. And then bonus actions.
Punch you.
22 will hit.
Yeah, and that would be the end of my turn.
All right, so back to Vicious. Reckless sends Pummel that thing.
Reckless hammer smash.
So both of those will hit with a 23 and a 20. Storm Aura will do 3. So she will do 10, 12, 9, 11. So 23, 26 damage.
I
That will bloody it. Would somebody like to roll a d20 for me?
I knew I'd get a low one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the killing blow there, as she like smashes its skull into the ground, just raging into it. She will finish it off.
Doc will say, "Poor soul, he was so high strung."
Rifling.
There is no body. There is indeed a sword below Verthus right now.
Look at that dragon boy, you use sharp things, right? Get yourself a sword. Probably cursed though.
I'd probably take the butt end of my stick and kind of push.
Was she hat?
You saw what looked like a dragonborn face.
Not here.
You can roll an investigation.
Doc will sort of twist his mustache and look over at Verthus. Say, "I'll take a look at that if you don't mind, friend."
Inside of the room, you see a chest, Sarad. You do see some like different like clothing lockers like around the bed area, and some like candles and things on like the nightstands. But you don't see anything in particular that seems to be the dragon mask.
I and say, guys, wasn't she have the map?
But we still got another floor to check and that weird humming room.
Yeah, let's look at the.
Before we go anywhere, perhaps we should check this chest. I imagine if that white dragon mask is rare or valuable, that close by, and this appears to be us crashing her party, maybe the quarters. Can I take a look at that chest and like try to check it for traps and see if it's locked?
Roll an investigation checking for traps.
Over.
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
All right, I'm gonna try to thief locked.
While he's spending a few minutes on this, what's everybody else doing? It would just be a dexterity check, and then it's your proficiency if you have proficiency in thieves' tools.
Oh, my bad. I think my dexterity is just it's just -1 from that. So it would be +3 instead of +4. I don't know. I was thinking. I do not have proficiency. So it'd be a 10.
What's everybody else doing while he spends a few minutes on the chest? Are you all just hanging out?
Up.
Well, in this room, how many ingress are there? Hinge door, and is there another point of exit here?
Doc would have seen the stairs.
I was gonna say, there's some stairs back there behind that curtain. They could lead up. As far as healing, Sarad, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm in my prime, and you'll see
Doc.
like Doc's like bleeding all over.
Make a Constitution save.
That for me?
Yep, and you can have the +1 or +2 from Verthus. He seems to be standing near you while you're messing with the chest. So yeah, con 13, so you'll take half as a needle stabs into your hand while you are trying to unlock the chest and failing at unlocking the chest. It is going to do 7, 10, 22, 27 acid, so 13 acid damage to you.
That's affirmative.
Actually, not that it necessarily matters, but 13 poison damage.
No, it shouldn't change. So as he says, he's like in his prime. He's like bleeding, smoking a cigarette, trying to unlock the chest, and then he like sets off the trap and gets stabbed by the needle. Like look back over my shoulder at Sarad, like kind of like puppy dog eyes. That break the thief tools, or can I try again like a couple minutes?
Overall, it takes time to try to get into things. Yeah, a 10. I think a 10 would put like a -1 on your thieves' tools.
Okay, I will note it.
I should actually be better about saying that the lock seems to be quite complicated instead of actually initially letting you roll without kind of explaining that, like, as you initially approach it, it seems to be a quite complicated lock.
I feel like Doc's like still hasted, so he's like kind of shaky and like going way too fast.
Yeah, the actual haste would have broken anyways, after that minute. But yeah, so after Sarad heals you for 23, you all have this room. There's the stairs to the north, the apparent bedroom area, where like the actual like carpet and bed are like burned by the acid of Rezmir's body kind of disintegrating. The sword alone seems to have been left behind. The chest stabs into Doc as he tries to pick it. And yeah. Go for it. Small furry creature saying, Mogwai!
Aw.
It does.
I suppose I'm deranged, but can I try it again at -1?
Yeah, most certainly, like, taking time to do something like that is just taking the actual time of everybody kind of sitting here.
Advisable.
I mean, I was thinking about seeing how much that's off its hinges, just kind of prop it up, like trying to give us some semblance. Nothing's happened here, and then see if we can take a short rest.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to sort of collect ourselves after that battle. I think most importantly, we need to watch the stairs and the door.
Let me get an intel from Verthus. Doc, you feel like you've got the tumblers all set, just enough pressure on them, and as you start to rotate the actual lock, it feels like it's going, and you just slip off. You're probably not going to be able to repair that door in any sort of function. You guys had to destroy the door to get through. There was magical means holding that door shut, and you guys broke through the actual, like, substrate of the door to overcome the magic. Your best chances, though, are probably to shut that front door and kind of just maybe put the door in front of it and hope that suffices.
Didn't work.
You're not going to mend through that. That thing was shut with the magical lock. I can't actually think what it is offhand, but it was a high-ass DC, and you had to destroy the door to get through it. Knock spell. That's what you guys basically had to do to get in.
I don't want to second guess my abilities, y'all, but I thought I had that lock figured out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get this thing open. Could maybe give it a shot trying to break the chest, or but we could always damage what's inside. The other option would be to try to take it with. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, I picked up the sword, but I rolled like a 19 for the check to get it open, and I'm at -1, so that's 8 really with the tools. And like obviously the only thing I could have got was a 20, so I don't think I can actually get the lock open.
Like even it.
See if you can search around the room. Key in the
If anybody would check those desks and papers over there, see if there's anything important, or maybe that strange dragon statue over there. I don't know where I'd keep a key, not on myself.
Roll an investigation, Verthus.
Can I get up and assist him if no one else will?
Sarad already did an investigation in here.
Oh, okay.
Going through things, you see some more books in very similar subjects as her last library that you all went through. You don't actually find any keys. Everything seems to be like philosophy, astronomy, the different planes of existence, and bits on like teleportation and travel.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, that's what I was saying, is that you guys have to be limited on how many times you can search.
If I just like give it a shot, can I see how heavy this chest is? Like to lift with my legs, upward, twisting, jerking.
No, I just see hit point.
It seems to weigh like 60 or so pounds.
Vicious, I know you're not exactly known for your precision, but think you could like line that hammer up and maybe like try to knock off the little I can't think. Like the things that like, why can't I? The swivel part that like when you lift it up, the lid would like move on. Hinge, that's it. I don't suppose anybody has like a little small hammer and like a pick or something that potentially like pry this off, or maybe a pry bar, something like that. I would imagine with such an elaborate trap and locking system that the likelihood of just busting this thing open is probably not very high.
She strikes out and barely misses your face as she swings down.
God damn it, Vicious. Give me that hammer for a second.
Y'all just hanging out here, trying to open the chest?
Yeah.
I'll sneak out.
Okay, I think our main goal is to get a short rest in.
So across that hour, what do you want to try to do? Do you want to try to open the chest with your dexterity checks? Do you want to try to have Vicious smash it open? Or do you want to just leave the chest alone and rest? What are you guys doing? Give me a definitive answer here. Sarad, what are you thinking?
Wondering if bag of hold.
Rod, I don't suppose that you use that, you know, the little thing that improves my abilities a little. Maybe give it another shot to try to jimmy this thing open, blessing. Is there like a maximum, like, obviously I'd rather get the chest open and try to get what's inside, but is there a maximum like width to like the opening of a bag of holding?
Absurdity,
Like a little black hole, basically.
essentially.
And then what about if like one of them tries to assist while I try to get this open to try to gain it? Is that a possibility?
I don't think any of you actually have proficiency with thieves' tools.
Well, the proficiency just adds the bonus, right? Oh, but you're saying
But
just
it takes proficiency to assist somebody.
wouldn't the proficiency be like a dex, or is that just the check I make?
Anybody can do a check, and you get your proficiency with the tools if you have proficiency. But essentially, once somebody in the group has proficiency, that's usually the only person who can do it, because otherwise it lets you rob them of an ability that they chose to excel at.
Right. But what I'm saying is, in order to assist, have to have with these, right? Like I can't get
Normally,
somebody-
to assist somebody picking a lock, it takes 2 people with proficiency. Because if you had one person, they would be the one person who's making the check anyways.
I got you. All right. Well, I guess I try it regular again. I don't suppose anybody else is like decent with a set of thieves tools. I mean, they're not exactly in the best shape. If they break, I wouldn't be mad. But
And I think for what it's worth, the negatives can all be neutralized by the fact that she has mending. So I don't think there's any reason for that. But you are still close, but you do not have that lock picked.
okay, I got you. So assuming then that Sarad's kind of assist with the guidance, then I guess.
Yeah, the
I'll just-
guidance is your assistance here.
Okay, that's fair enough. So can I try it again?
Yep, it's just time to try to pick that thing. So you can make 4 of those checks while you all are doing a short rest here. Close again, and it just fails.
I'm not gonna roll the bless unless I roll higher, obviously. Oh,
That one you're gonna get it. So there is a little bit of jewelry inside, a gold chain. There's a silver torch that has a 5-headed dragon at the base of it. And then there are 6 stones, 20 pearls, as well as a bunch of coins. 600 silver pieces, 200 gold pieces, and 50 platinum pieces.
Holy shit! I did not get all that. 50 silver, 20 platinum, dragon torch, 6 stones. You said.
Yep, 6 stones. Does anybody have jewelry as a proficiency or like stoneworking? Doesn't look
I
like
don't
it.
have. I don't have proficiency, but I've been known to give out a pearl necklace. If that helps.
No, I don't.
How do you know about me and my hookers?
I'm just taking in my surroundings.
You can literally just look at me and tell that I dabble in, the ladies of the night. That's honestly impressive. Your magic is very strong.
Mostly just because you look like a piece of shit.
That's understandable. I've been called worse.
2 pieces of shit?
Fuck. I'm not sensing any disdain from you. I thought we weren't friends. I just don't think I could bear it.
Everyone in this room is friends. Me, you, very big girl, dead bodies, we're all friends.
So was that all? Did I get everything written down? 50 silver, 20 platinum, the dragon torch, the 6 stones, jewelry. I feel like I missed something.
The silver chain or the gold chain, the dragon head torch, 6 stones, 20 pearls, and then the coins, silver pieces, gold pieces, and platinum pieces.
Okay, it was 20 pearls. And then was the necklace then?
Yep, just the necklace.
All right, well, Doc will just tell everybody. No, there's a bunch of shit in here. I'm sure some of it's valuable, but no mask.
Makes sense, I can't see a toilet in here. I have to go somewhere. Dragon stuff.
Does it appear to what?
Have a place for the dragon torch.
You can roll an investigation.
Hawk, make sure you look around back. There may be a hole that this will slip into.
Yeah, I do use myself. Donkin that.
Doesn't appear to.
Vertus, I know you're not a fan of five-headed dragon or anything, but I don't suppose this torch has any sort of meaning.
I mean, I can do a roll on it to see if it has any scholarly purpose.
Yeah, maybe like if you would recognize like what it's used for or what its purpose is. Jared, can you kind of describe it a little bit more? Is it literally like a metal like torch that you would light the top of, and it has like 5 dragon heads, or?
Yeah, unless I'm clueless about a piece of jewelry called a torque, I think there's a misprint and it's meant to be a torch. And as far as things go, it is simply something of value. There is nothing to be gained with this torch.
A torque is a bracelet.
Then that's what it is. That would be why it says jewelry. I've never heard of a torque before, so yep. It is a silver torque with dragon's heads.
To tell you the truth, I was always under the impression that a torque was like the amount of force that you to like open a jar.
TORC.
I'm not sure the exact spelling on that one. I believe I've met a couple ladies who are pretty good at talking. Did we, or I guess in character, once we're all rested up, perhaps it's worth taking another look at that first room. I don't think we like thoroughly searched it. did we?
Save my.
So as y'all finish up here, you can take your short rest and gain those hit dice.
Hey. For the max hit points, is that once we finish a long rest?
Nope. As you two rest, you will be able to gain those hit points back. As far as collecting that sword for right now, just mark down that you have God, life is so much easier when groups have identify. Just write down Rezmir sword.
Okay, we'll do. Did we ever know, was there anything special about the other sword, or is it the same type of situation where we identify both of them?
Well, is it you collected? I guess you would actually have the sword through that short rest, so you would know that it is a magical sword and it's a sword of wounding. The other sword you're talking about is Landerosa. Her sword was non-magical.
Okay, I feel like we were more saving it just for like proof killed her and relevant.
But you would basically attune to that sword during your short rest. And with that, I am going to borrow Doc for a moment.
Oh, so I automatically attune to it? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, holding on to it during the short rest, you would. What was that? So towards the end of that short rest, you're going to start to hear a voice in your head. It doesn't seem to be like much of anything, but there's like whispers of just like vicious, terrible things. There's like screams of people being assaulted. You like hear the like rending attacks that like slash and cut through flesh and bone, and it's just inside of your head, and it's just lightly whispering to you, all of this can be yours. All of this suffering, all of this death, cut, rend, wound.
Still trying to sweet talk me. I think we're on the same page here. What exactly are we talking about?
Take me into battle. I will fight with you. We will destroy your enemies. You need only sacrifice blood to me. It can be anyone's. I just want to taste of their flesh.
Honestly, I'm not much for swordplay, but perhaps I could offer you a little bit of my own, if that would satiate your thirst.
And that'll be what you got for now. I'm going to take you back to the channel now.
Before we go back, can I, or you tell me if you want me to wait until we go back. But my next plan of action, take the sword and like offer a blood sacrifice, like cut myself.
That's perfectly fine.
Get a thing. Here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Except I don't have long hair.
If it were 100 years, would you?
I don't know. Maybe.
You want me to find out? Let's build a time machine.
So I don't know if anybody's paying attention as we finish up our short rest. But Doc is now like holding sword and sort of like doing some karate moves there.
Yeah. Are
And-
you fighting the sword?
Oh, but like you would have noticed that you probably never, maybe once, Doc used like a melee weapon or wield a melee weapon. So at this point in time, you would see him all of a sudden like fascinated with this sword, even after he took Landerosa's sword. Never actually like cared to use it or anything. And then all of a sudden, you would notice like sort of a darkness in his eyes, and he'll take the sword and start to slit his wrist.
Doc, you okay?
Never felt better.
Like how much blood are you offering to the sword?
I am slitting my wrist with.
Like you're going up your arteries, like up your arms?
We'll say left to right, not like up.
Rack's not.
Want me to like, do an attack against myself, or
Yeah, it's not going to be quite an attack's damage, but I would say if you're doing both wrists, roll 2d6.
we'll say one wrist but deep. So I'll do two. I'm
Well,
assuming
just do 1d6 then.
Oh, okay. I just figured I had to hold it like in one.
Yeah. So you'll take 5 damage, and then it'll be the same thing. Like you can't actually be healed that damage.
Able to knock hands.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Doc. You guys are more or less acting as he's doing it, so I don't assume there's any way that people can actually stop him, really.
Except that this is gonna happen that I was trapped in. Right, that's time for you.
All right, so 5 and then a con check.
Con save. You'll have the +2. Word.
And then I'm gonna resist Hark trying to take the sword away from me or whatever. Want this sword from me, you're gonna have to pry it from my cold dead finger.
Put the sword down for a second or something. Let your wrists, you fucking idiot. Clearly a cursed sword. That's the first thing I said.
It's not a curse, we made a bargain.
Are you gonna kill yourself? Fantastic. What a good deal. What a negotiator.
Never made a blood pact before, have you?
Are you guys some kind of fucking warlock now or some shit?
Hang on one sec. Arcana. I'm proficient in Arcana. Am I able to tell that it's kind of eldritch style?
Doing an Arcana check would be more to see that it's magical. And perhaps like trying to understand some of its magic, but like you can't really tell much just from like how he's acting, and you don't specifically have a way to necessarily discover further. Yeah, Hadar, you should be able to take your short rest, rolling your hit dice and everything. You guys finished that. He would have acted at the end of that.
Guys like got powerful. I know. Okay, with the
Jared, did you say what type of sword it is? It's showing great sword, long sword, rapier, star, and short sword.
So for now, you can put it down as a great sword of wounding.
Okay.
have Nile was it.
It does not.
So if everyone's rested up, perhaps we should. Hey.
Oh, only if you're not. Oh god.
How are you not gonna keep slitting your wrists, mate? It's a bit fucking weird, to be honest with you.
To each his own. I've given plenty of blood in my life, so a little bit for a promise doesn't seem like too expensive a cost to pay.
Yeah, but there's two dead drakes over there. Couldn't you just like rubbed it on them or something?
I suppose perhaps it would have worked, but never really occurred to me.
Well, I'm the thinker. You're the guy with a cursed sword. We got a good thing going here, me and you.
What you mean cursed? It's more like a blessing.
Well, yeah, it's all about perspective, isn't it? To you, it's a blessing because now you got a cool sword. Me, it's a curse because they're gonna be getting blood everywhere all the time. I'm not gonna wake up in the middle of the night to the sound of you, like, you know, putting it between your fingers and going, "Oh, there's a little bit of blood." She's thirsty.
I don't suppose there'll be any.
Feed me, Seymour.
Nice reference. Such a good movie.
But it's like a bloody enemies kind of deal. Like you got paying red with your own blood. Jeez.
Oh, perhaps you'd care to give it a try. You seem a little more fascinated with it than I am.
I might fuck picking up a sword makes me smash my own wrist. I'm not a fucking idiot. I got see this headband. It makes me very smart, and I know don't fuck with smash your own wrists. But just out of interest, did like the sword taught you anything?
I can't tell. Are you talking to me or someone else? Please look at me with both your eyes when you're talking to me, boy.
Well, I cover one. You can't tell what the other one's doing, so it look like just the one that you can see is looking at. That make you more comfortable. What if I bob my head continuously like a pigeon? Is that better?
As far as spoke to me, I suppose you could say metaphorically.
About hallucinogenically, like, did you hear a voice? Have you spoken to it? Is it something relevant to our mission? Like, is it dragon or Rezmir or is it kind of like demon, bog standard demon?
Relax. It's nothing serious. It's just a sword. I was just checking to see how sharp it was, and say it caught me off guard. That's
Oh, you fuck! You were giving it blood. You were offering blood to it. It's clear that this is an evil sword, or maybe not evil, but powerful demon. and you have to give it blood, and now you're cursed with it, and your eyes are all funny. You look more ill than usual, and we can't move past this. This is just illogical to suddenly have this event occur and then be like, let's go about our business. Our friend's picked up a cursed sword and is now slitting his wrists, and then he's being evasive.
I'd say with that last statement from Doc, do a deception and Hark roll a insight. I don't think anything's gonna change.
Sword
Yeah,
is fine. To tell you the truth, your strange obsession with it is sort of pissing me off. So, how about you worry about your equipment? I'll worry about mine.
Hey, I shoot fucking fire out my hands. I'm alright. You can have it. I'm interested to know.
he seems to have just been testing the sharpness.
Never had. To tell you the truth, in the military, I was trained with a rapier, so I'm more used to poking and a little less used to slashing. Again, it just caught me off guard. It's not a big deal.
Killed and rape you, the paying prostitutes.
Not a criminal. I pay who's due. I have been known to take what's mine, but I believe in free will as much as
Anyone else aware of this current situation that's occurring with our sickly friend suddenly testing the sharpness of his, covering it sharp? Nah, just me then. Fuck it. Let's go check the room to the south then. You can go first, new sword boy.
yeah, everything's fine. Let's keep moving. We've got priorities to take care of.
I feel like Sarad would be like, no judging, just how it goes, and if we have to take it away from him, we'll take it away from him then.
Doc, if you reload your character, I've got the item added for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not a whole lot will change. So, moving towards the southern room, or that western room in the southern area.
Predicate.
Once again, the door's going to be locked to that room. Guys can try to pick the lock and try to bash down the door. Up to you.
Iron barred as well, or is it?
They're like iron reinforced wood, as well as like frozen in ice.
Right then, creepy boy. Can you pick this lock as well?
Suppose I could give it a shot. And when I reach in for my thieves' tools, like to pull them out, you will notice that before I do, I pull out a piece of like a torn banner that was clearly from like military use, and I sort of like stare at it for a second, and then I'll like wrap it around my wrist and tie off the wound. And then can I try to pick this door or pick this lock?
Yep, go for it. Dexterity check.
Can I look back at Sarad and don't suppose that you could give me a blessing by any chance?
Yes, anytime for the lock picking.
Of course, for the lock picking, whatever would I need.
You have my blessing to slit your wrists.
Sarad, just out of curiosity, while it's just the three of us, those scales.
I didn't. I don't like those ones.
What are you doing with those things, just out of curiosity?
They're so pretty. I'll totally show you my jewelry later.
Okay, for jewelry, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm curious. I noticed that the outfit sort of changed when. Oh shit! The whole time I forgot Berthus wasn't a dragon. That whole time he was still a human, huh?
That's
Yarp.
right. I forgot too.
12 is not.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll say during combat.
All right, you would have like dropped your form there, and you said 12, obviously not good enough.
Correct. So wait, did you give the hat back to her?
Oh.
Like for that short rest? Okay, okay. But it's the same idea. If you guys want to spend more time here, you can essentially keep testing that. It's just a matter of how long you spend.
Can I just holler back in the room? Hey, Verthus, I don't suppose you could give me a hand with this door. And by give me a hand, I mean, take care of it like you did the last one.
Is it frozen?
Sure.
Not exactly the strongest member of the party. Perhaps Vicious and Verthus might have a better chance than I do.
Oh, very clever. Maybe there's some kind of riddle.
Did you say the actual door is like iced out, like as if it's like one of the outside doors, or is it like made of ice? Like, is it strange, or does it just look like a door that has ice on it?
Everything in this castle, ice is a part of it. You see ice in everything around you all.
Okay, so it's not like particularly strange that one door is like iced out.
Correct, yeah.
Firebolt.
All right, so Berthus, you want to try to get this door open?
Sure. Athletics check, perhaps?
Yep, it'll be athletics. Anybody else who has it can either assist to give advantage or...
Vicious have athletics?
Looks like Doc, Verthus, and Vicious. That's why it was Doc and Verthus last time, is he gave you the help to get advantage. So yes, you can have advantage, and there's no reason that you can't be blessed.
Yeah, I feel like thematically I could see like our Dragonborn friend and Vicious like rip this door apart.
It'll be funny to recap for James. Oh, these are all the things you did.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, we would have without her like being here, because she did a shitload of damage on a couple of attacks, and then also like ate a shitload of damage too. I mean, alternatively though, she could have not been here, and I could have rolled like anything other than like 26 ones.
So even without this, 30-20?
Yep, you can smash open that door.
Alright, I will bust.
Very strong. Catchy.
You guys see a large room before you. There's a big ol' hearth, another black armor in the corner, big table, and a very clean corner of the room with a rectangle space where there doesn't seem to be any dust or any ice. Doesn't appear to be.
Which corner was that you said like looked peculiar?
Go right next to the black armor, to the north of you.
Right here.
Yep. So, assuming Verthus and Hadar have gone down their way.
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh yeah, sure.
While you guys are searching around in there, you're gonna hear from outside, "Hey, what's going on? What are you breaking?"
I don't know what that is, but it sounds big.
Tiamat, our mother, our strength.
I usually fuck out before.
I was a little rat, but we killed it. When we're eating it.
Why did you break that door?
Chasing after the rat, but we killed it now. And we've eaten it.
And they sent us down here to fix it.
Let's just have a whole group deception check there, because you guys are full of a lot of shit, and you gotta recognize breaking down a door is different than picking a lock.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm in.
So yeah, they're gonna kind of like look over you for a moment. We don't like rats. We'll go get the kobolds. They'll eat them. Make them for dinner.
We've already eaten it. It's gone. We've eaten it. It's gone.
Yeah, rats are tasty.
It was the only one we checked.
So as they walk away, what are you all doing?
No, we haven't probably got that long now. So we better be quick, whatever.
You roll an investigation. Seems more or less to be like an extension of that other room. The only thing that's really peculiar about that room ends up being that empty space that seems to be clean and clear of like dust and ice.
Rod, there's something a little peculiar about this. Yeah, doesn't it seem particularly clean?
Bother you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Perhaps there's sort of magic concealing this area, or some sort of trickery at foot. Is there actually a statue right here, or is that just like part of what's already on?
We're going for there's actually a statue right there.
Okay, okay. And then there's, you said it's like really clean. There's no ice. There's like,
How big is Hark? Add that to your sheet. How much do you weigh?
He isn't that much. Quite slender. He's not.
Oh, shit. I know even less about stone.
What is that? Like 700 pounds?
About 75 kilograms. 5 to 80.
I feel like it's 2.2 pounds per kilogram. 168. 12 stone is 168. Probably pretty slender for 6 feet tall.
Makes sense. I always picture Alice as being like kind of like I don't know. For some reason, I always picture not weighing as much as like a fully sized human would weigh.
Legolas.
Yeah, yeah, like bird bones or something. Maybe that's where I got it from. Probably is from Lord of the Rings when they're all like sunk down in and he's walking on the.
Cannons.
That's why when you create your characters, you should create the whole character. I think if you're 6'1", you're able to replicate it. I think Dragonborn are pretty solid in that 6-foot range. And I feel like they probably weigh about like 250-ish on like the light side. So you're going to be much smaller than her, but you surely look like her.
Rezmir. Very heavy.
So what's everybody doing?
Can we try to like inspect this area, this peculiar empty space? Anything else to it?
Seems like something's missing.
But there's no like. Sorry, go ahead.
The math?
Maybe you
It doesn't
slide
seem
the
mask.
statue onto it.
It doesn't seem mask shaped.
You slide the statue onto it, or anything in the face instead. Not that loud by the door. Guys looking. Stand here. Look.
Looking around the room, is there like something else that looks movable in the room that could have been moved from that space?
Nothing else inside of that room seems to fit that kind of footprint.
Probably just a distraction. I'm probably just thinking a little too much about it. I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah. I'm sure. Really particular about cleaning that one specific region of the.
I mean, on this pedestal, is dragon iconography or anything that lend it towards some sort of cultist behavior?
On the pedestal? I think that's meant to be just like a... I honestly don't know what that's supposed to be. But yeah, we'll say there's a dragon on top of it. Seems to be made of like stone.
Is there any way using my dragon scholarly to determine if this has a ritualistic?
Doesn't seem to have a ritual use.
So think about rather than going back outside into the open, maybe we could go back into that other room and sort of barricade the door shut with the bookcase or something, and then try to take the stairs up.
Sure.
I think it'd be a little more inconspicuous than just walking around outside, especially if someone sees you leaving this area. How'd you get rid of those things that were yelling?
Told them all kerfuffle, hunting and then eating around. They said they were going to come back with kobolds. I thought, stand it. I look like that. And then when the kobolds come, like, now we done it, but I want you to go and find Grachelvach. And I'll be like, who? And I'll, don't come back till you found him. And they'll never find him because I made that name up.
It's actually a good plan. I'm not gonna lie.
Told you, man. Magic headband. Clever boy.
So I suppose then that we've got two options: wait for him to come back and try to get rid of him again, or try to get the hell out of here before they return.
Well, how about we do both plans? Right, wait here and we keep checking that room for now. But prepare the other room ready if we have to run into it. Slide something really quick. Oil on the floor, we set on fire. You know, traps. Big bear rug, we could douse that in oil. Flammable. You look like an alcoholic. As you could. Probably got flammable liquid on you.
You think for even 1 second that I would waste my alcohol?
All you cared about now is sharp your.
I don't know what your strange obsession with the sword is.
I'm not the one with a strange obsession. Let's move past that. We had that bit longer than I planned. So I got a tinder box. I got rations, probably aren't flammable.
That's not it.
Anyone
Go back in this other room, start looking for stuff we can barricade the door with.
let me know if you find something flammable and also viscous, but mainly obtaining the properties of a liquid.
You definitely see bookcases, the desk. There's plenty of things that you can barricade the door with if you so chose.
Okay, I'm gonna walk by the bookcase and I'm gonna do the old like cliche, like just put one finger on top of the book and like pull it out a little bit and look at the title and then just sort of like casually knock it onto the floor. And I'm just gonna do it with like everything, one after another.
Roll an intelligence for me, Doc.
And while I'm doing it in my other hand, and I'll be whistling.
Just roll the fucking intelligence. You wonder if there's a point to barricading a door when ogres are the people who come to investigate.
Find himself firing.
No, he didn't, but I really want you guys to leave this fucking room.
Right, but there was nothing in the room.
There once was, and it disappeared because you guys killed Rezmir, and that was the entire point, was for you to recognize that something used to be there and no longer is.
I thought, am I correct? No, fair enough then. Let's all steps.
I found a book in here and I was reading it and it said that there's probably no reason to barricade the fucking door if the ogre's coming back because they'll probably just kick the door down.
Hey, boss lady! We heard there's rats here! We're here to eat them? Make some dinner? You hungry?
No, you're too slow. We've already killed and eaten the rats. Where were you the whole all of the time?
Make a deception check. You did this!
17, yeah, boy.
Ah, fuck, all the rats are gone? Oh.
Yes, I wanted you here sooner for this, but no. Anyway, I want you to go and find Hachelbach for me and tell him that I need him at the main entrance by the paddock.
Deception number 2.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think there's anybody with that name.
Oh, sorry, I forget his name. He's a new recruit. Find him anyway, the new recruit guy by the stables.
All right, big boss man. Boss lady. Whatever you say.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Now leave me to my rest. And I'm going to turn around and do a really slow thumbs up to everyone behind me.
It seems to.
Roll a
don't wanna jinx-
performance.
What,
You
for the
don't want to
thumbs up?
jinx it, and you do a thumbs up.
Another natural one. Okay, fuck me.
All right, boss lady. We'll go get Hazur on my pod.
Yes, I think it was Hachdavlach. He could have just been coughing though. Well, we've got about we've got about 30 seconds.
I'm making for the stairs. That sounded like that went pretty well. I'm pretty sure they believed you. Not at all 0%.
Worst that could happen.
Who's leading up the stairs?
I'll be in front. That's somebody.
Yeah,
I just assume
And what's the order beyond that?
Are you so?
You guys are in a fucking castle of enemies. What the fuck do you expect to find anywhere you go? What is your marching order?
I was only joking. It was.
Like, everything you do and say is expect that there's going to be a fight. And if you guys are intelligent about it, yes, you can avoid them. But no, you cannot just avoid them because you're here.
And I have my headband on.
That was a solid try.
depending on the height of the stairs and everything, if Hark is directly behind me, I would like to fart in his mouth.
The stairs are actually pretty big as far as like going up them goes. Most of them are almost like a solid like foot tall between the actual stairs. But you guys already know that this place was designed by giants, and even the smaller sections made for their slaves seem to be pretty freaking big.
And I got your cock.
So, as you all are walking up the stairs, Doc would be the first to kind of round the northern side and come up in view. There seems to be a few cultists in this room, as Hark says, "You forgot the cork!" looking like Rezmir. So as they all like kind of snap to attention, you hear them all say in a little bit of unison, "Tiamat our queen, Tiamat our mother."
and Doc will slowly approach them.
I haven't got time for these. Have you not heard this downstairs? I need to know how things are up here immediately. Because bad downstairs. What's yes.
Deception it, just a straight roll. Yeah, straight roll. Yeah, you deserve it though.
Buddy.
We were ordered not to investigate your chambers.
It appears we have some new orders for you.
The new I need to take them require to investigate my require some thinking
I would like to draw the sword at first opportunity and play one of the.
fireball.
Roll for initiative.
Excellent. Yeah, what's up with you rolling once and then the next thing you roll is like the same every time?
I'm just a wildly
Versus, what's your dexterity?
It is. My dex is a 10, so 0 fire.
Word. So, as Doc goes to reach for the sword, you're going to hear one of them say, "He's got her sword!" And he is going to, I think, rush towards Doc and swipe out at you. Nat 20 and a nat 18 for 25 and 23 to hit. And he will do 9 slashing. And then 6 cold damage to you. And then the next, oh wait, that will also be doubled as well. So it will be 9, 14 slashing and 11 cold damage. I think it should actually be 17 slashing. No, 14 already had the +3. So 14 and 11.
25 total?
Yeah, that sounds right. And then those are, that was the crit? Yeah, that was the crit. So the next one will do 8 slashing and 6 cold damage. So was that 14 more? So a total of 38? I think it was 24 with the first set?
Yep, I got it.
Gotcha. And then it's going to go to Verthus.
From my position, do I have to go further upstairs, or can I get out of that stairwell?
You're going to have to move out through that like northeastern side of the stair.
Sure. And
You don't actually have to move through Sarad though, like difficult wise. There
Okay.
should be able to have 2 people side by side.
all right, then round 10, 15, 20, is that fair?
That's
getting out
good
of there?
enough. Yeah, you can step over that side. It's like the banister. You can kind of like slip around it.
Alright, that's my movement. I am. There's one creature there. Oh, 4 square.
Oh yeah, I just copy paste them. So
Yeah, I'm just. I like to do a bonus action and use it. Cast. Misty Step. And that puts me right here. And I'm going to swing at the one that's that's immediately south of Doc.
gotcha.
19.
19 will hit.
Then swing again at the same. $13 to. And end my turn.
Roll a d20. That will cut him down. And it will go to Hark.
Out of the way, you fucking dragon! I already shouted I was gonna cast Fireball.
It all happens at the same time. If you're thinking about doing it, you're probably already casting the spell.
I did show I'm casting Fireball before the combat even started.
Dude, you have to cast it because you got to imagine that all of a sudden he just shows up like right as you're fireballing through his teleport.
Yeah, I just feel bad, but I did already announce it way before we even rolled for turn up.
Cast it at 4th level or don't cast it. Don't be a bitch.
I was 40
You're
damage.
literally either metagaming or you are not metagaming. There are not degrees.
Well, to be fair, I would have only cast it at 3rd level, not 4th anyway, purely because I want to save Banishment and what's the other one that I'm trying to save? Counterspell. So Banishment and Polymorph I'm trying to save just in case we come across a big bad. So genuinely, cross my heart, swear on my life, I would have only cast it at 3rd anyway, because I'm saving my 4th.
So, deck save from Verthus and 3 of the cultists. So you'll take half damage, Verthus. So 20 damage to Verthus. Hark, roll a d20, followed by a d20, followed by a d20.
1, 17, and 3.
And let's see. It's gonna go to the other 2 dragon wings. So first one's going to close in on Verthus. Both of his attacks are going to miss with a 8 and a 6. Next one's going for Hark. He's going to leave your range, Doc. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, he's going to leave your range. I think a greatsword's still 5.
I will do an opportunity attack. And you'll just hear Doc say, "Time to satiate our thirst."
15 will hit.
Shield.
Nope, not on you. This is Doc attacking the...
Oh, sorry, my bad.
He will take the necrotic, so he'll take the full 6. And then he's striking out at Hark with a 19 and a crit.
Yeah, shield.
So the 19, I'm assuming, is below your shielded range, is what you're getting at?
Shield's +5, so yeah, the 20 will technically meet.
A nat 20 always hits. You cannot
Yep.
shield through a crit.
But what if you try really hard?
What is your AC before you shield? That's
15
what I'm...
before.
15? Yeah, gotcha. He's going to do 10 slashing to you, and then he is going to do 8 cold damage to you.
Thank you.
And it's going to go to Doc.
I will just walk back over towards this guy and attack. Do I have to decide if it's two-handed or one-handed, or how does that work? Or is this just a one-handed sword?
I'm pretty sure great swords are two-handed. You have to hold it two-handed. It's heavy two-handed, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it says heavy on here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to attack with the sword. Miss. 9, I'm assuming that's a miss.
9 does indeed miss.
And one more time.
20 will hit. And he will again fail the save. So taking another 3.
And then Doc will say, this is about the deadliest encounter since the dragon attack. And I will take a drink of my flask and do second wind. And that's it for my turn.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not going to do anything with Vicious. Hey, Doc.
I'm just gonna roll over. For this one, I'm gonna start punching him with my stick.
I only do second wind when I'm wounded. You would have definitely wasted it when you couldn't have been healed.
What's that?
You're like, I only do second wind when I'm wounded, and then you did it.
I had 12 hit points.
Oh, okay, I got you. I
I
forgot
rolled
I hit you for like 30.
Yeah, I only use it when I'm extremely wounded. Like, in case you haven't noticed. Or right before I rest. But I literally was at 12.
I rolled a 1. What should I roll? Yeah. I wanna
Roll a
hit hard.
d20.
6.
+7, 13. He's shielded right now, so you'll plink off of Hark shield.
Sorry, Hark. Man,
Roll a d20.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm giving my all to kill someone.
Lucky I got shield up.
That'll hit him for 5.
Thanks, mate.
You can see as I try to heal the enemy, and as I put back my stuff and to get him frozen on the punch, I punch Harget.
I'm gonna say it's penance for my damage to Virtus.
Well, and I'm gonna use my bonus action for a punch. 15 to hit.
15 hits for 4.
Sounds like you just unarmed strike your guitar, mate.
Yeah, it stands behind me, and I turned my chair around and hit my guitar. Well, yeah, that would be the end of his turn.
Roll a d20.
19.
And it will go to Surad.
If I look around, are people visibly hurt? Like, I know Virtus is hurt and Doc is super hurt.
Is anybody under half hit points?
No.
Nope.
I mean, Virtus is.
You're on under half as well?
I'm very close to half, but I'm not under. Adar is MVP on damage against me.
Half is where it's visible, so if you're half or under, you're visibly hurt.
I look vaguely disheveled, but other than that, I'm fine.
Okay, I'll stand on this table, I guess. I'll cast Healing Word at Doc first.
$15 hit points to Doc, and an action.
Yeah, I will. I will Sacred Flame the guy in front of Doc.
Gotcha. 18 plus whatever. He's gonna pass.
Ooh.
And it will go to Virtus.
Sure. I'll attack the one to my west. Not sure 9's gonna hit.
9's gonna miss.
Swing again.
1's gonna miss. I guess technically you can hit Doc. Roll a d20 for me. 21 will hit.
Why am I hitting Doc?
Because you rolled a nat 1, and Doc's within 10 feet of you. What's your plus? Plus 7. 16 hits you, Doc?
Yeah, 16 hits. Is it? Which one is the damage?
He hasn't rolled it yet. Roll glaive damage.
Oh, I thought. Is it the last one you already rolled? Oh.
For 8 damage. Nope, I'm used to only having to worry about 5-foot spaces for whether you can hit somebody.
Is that 8 total, or is there a modifier to that?
I think it's just 8 total. I think that's the actual damage already modified.
Affirmative.
And that's the end of your turn, Verthus?
Yep.
Roll a d20 for me. I mean, it's the quickness of battle. You guys don't actually see who's doing what damage. That guy's going to die as you smash into him. Gonna go to Hark.
I'm gonna shout, "Sorry, dragon!" And then I'll firebolt this guy just to my upper left corner region.
At disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage?
You're in combat with him right now.
Is that something that happens? I didn't know that was something that happened.
100% it's something that happens. Casting a spell at somebody in combat is disadvantage.
Yes. 12 swag.
12's gonna miss.
And that ends my turn.
He's gonna go after 3, which is Sarad. I think he's going to leave combat with Hadar and Doc. Eight will miss.
Hey, are you attacking, bro?
Sure.
24 will hit for 7.
You can see how I'm dissatisfied as I try to hit Hark with the quarterstaff.
And then he's going to swing out. Oh shit, yeah, he's got 2 wounds on him. My bad. Let's actually see. 17, he will pass. Those wounds will clear. So yeah, he's...
that was an accident. My bad.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
But that actually reminded me, that sword at the start of their turn, they can retake all of those wounds. So that's part of what that sword does. You guys literally never failed any of its saves to even get like wounded by the necrotic, but it like stacks and continues to cause the wound. So yeah, he's going to move into Sarad. The first attack's going to be a 22 to hit, and it is going to be for 7 slashing and 4 cold. And then the second attack is going to be a 13, which I believe will miss.
Okay.
And it's going to go to Hadar. I believe you guys should be able to clear this up. So if everybody just wants to make their attacks here... Oh, wait, my bad. It's going to Doc first, then Hadar. So if you guys want to roll at the same time, that'd be great.
Okay, so at the beginning of its turn, it's going to take 7 damage, and then it can make a DC 15 Constitution save.
Oh, it does take him before? Word. Roll a d20
Well, yeah, I mean,
there, Doc.
Doesn't really matter. Uh, 10.
Yeah, that'll pass. It'll still be alive.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack him twice, but I mean, assuming we're just ending the combat or whatever, I mean, Doc will just like, as he like runs up behind the guy, just jab it into his back, and then you'll see him like pull it out and sort of like look at the blood on the sword, just sort of like eyeing it, fascinated.
Roll your attacks real quick, though. I was more curious about seeing the ones.
Gotcha, I got you.
Yeah, between the two of you, you're able to finish him. And around that time, you guys start to hear horns blaring. And I think that's where we will pick up next time, with you guys having set off the alarm somehow.
Our cover's blown.
I don't think we had much cover there, did we?
Speak for yourself. They seem to believe I was Rezmir.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we wouldn't even been convinced by that.
I should just use my normal voice. My normal voice sounds like a woman's voice anyway. Would have been more convincing.